gotta rebrand, stay in the game somehow.
Or you don't. And you can just be my envy-ass little brother Reg.
Since you wanna be down with the cause so much.
What?
I was walking home and this mother came up behind me. That's when Dana Whitmire says Blue Hawk came to her rescue.
At approximately 7:15 p.m. by spotted blackmail. He was just walking home from work. Blue Hawk curb stomped him so hard it cracked the pavement. That's fucked up. Maybe I can throw his family some cash or something. I don't need a handout.
Yes.
You speak up. Listen, I'm Michael Jordan.
What?
I'm not Malcolm X.
Ah!
Everybody loves the truth.
Not anymore. You're not doing anything. Good chill. You have to tell them.
It's not just your stomach, though. Your heart's racing, I can hear it. And your blood smells funny, too.
The boy can tell.
Don't you worry, son. Nothing a good man's kid wants to.
Oh, he knows that you're lying to him. For their relationship,
Sorry,
it's not great. Ah. Oh. You're killing everyone, you don't know in which side they are. You survived, but you're so burnt. That's why now you have.
I got soldier boy. What? Who? The Russians. They had some kind of gun or weapon or something.
That's impossible.
We saw it.
No. He's still alive, or there is something with that weapon. Maybe it can be someone. The fact that we didn't hear her part of the story, you know, the girlfriend.
Where did the Ivans take this?
Did she do it?
Suit gun.
The trail went cold behind the Iron Curtain.
You promised me Homelander's head. And all this time, you knew it was something that could do the job, and you never said a fucking word.
Because it wouldn't end with him. You go after another suit, then another, then all of them.
Ryan wouldn't be running from one safe house to the next, wondering when his nut of dad's gonna drop out of the sky.
Peggy might still be alive. I'll never fucking forgive you.
This was never about Ryan or Rebecca. Always and only for you. The hate inside that you want to let loose on the world. You are your father. What was happening?
What's your... What up? Where are you going?
City.
When will I see you again?
You won't, ain't safe for you.
Wait!
Ryan, let go.
No! You said you'd always watch out for me! You promised! I won't let you!
Well, maybe I don't want to look at you. After what you've done on my dick.
How can you say that to the kid? Butcher! What did you do? I know that he didn't think it, not really, that he wanted just to push away the kid. He thinks that it can be dangerous and all.
Where is Shelley?
I don't know. Sheila, please, no. Next time I saw her.
Is nobody stole heroin from her?
She stole it from me. I don't do that shit anymore.
You want him to kill her?
Nobody changes. What was your safe word again?
You see,
Collar and the strap on one
you slept with the girl.
Vincent Cassell.
Just think about my offer.
Nope.
Excellent. Okay, so I took the liberty of ordering for all of us, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna love my selection, gentlemen.
Seafood in front of him.
Some bread. Come on now.
You know that it's hurting you.
So hungry.
it's
relationship
urgent.
with King is deepened, persecuted, spoke truth to power, just like me. It's crazy. But both
You're saying that you're like
and we've
Martin Luther
seen-
King?
I show people the real me.
After Jesus?
Love them for it. If only I had known that sooner.
Oh no.
There's always been so many things I want to do. Now I can do them all. Finally. Free at last.
How dare you?
Free at last. What's for you, big guy? Me?
It's gonna be even worse. The
Wonderful. It is a South Korean delicacy. Holy shit.
I thought of that.
Oh my god. Timothy is fucking delicious. He's just begging for his life. Just kids.
Yes.
Eat fucking Timothy.
Oh. And alive. It's yeah. I don't even understand how you can and how it can be tasteful. No, don't do that. Wait, octopus? They have a religion? Sorry. Oh, you're giving us each time such disgusting scenes, deep. In each season.
You work for him too?
Ah! C'est un review?
That'd be nice. I was detained by Isamina.
You're saying it?
This is a fucking gold mine, Frenchie.
What?
Set up a meeting with you, me, and little Nina. Go on, get on the phone, give her a call.
Why do you need her?
Oui, monsieur. And what are we doing this for?
Because, my son, we're going to Russia.
What? I'm back in Stranger Things or what?
Told him I was thrilled to join the team.
No, Alex, that's a mistake.
I was in rehab. I took my mother for some oxy, but she didn't leave. Do you really think I'm going to bail on you now?
You're staying for her?
But I'm not that much of an asshole.
I think that she's sincere. Am I wrong?
Someone's got to have your back. It's you. I'm a fucking monster for what I like it. No. If there's anything that I've learned,
You had a good moment together and you just... Ah!
what the fuck?
Supersonic.
Amigo. Everyone is doing me, hermano.
Oh.
Final new member of the Seven is Lord, the Seven Seas, the Deep.
Are you even sure that the public is gonna
Congratulations, Rob.
be glad, you know, for him to be back?
Sure you understand. You just can't put a price on experience.
Please hang up your capes and go. You deserve a second chance.
Thank you, Starlight. Looks like we've all grown. Starlight here insisted on it. But you keep your distance back because she's my girl now.
What?
I can't keep it a secret anymore. It's time to let the world know. Starlight and I are in love. Hashtag Homelight.
Ah!
Incredible! That fucking place.
Starlight. We good?
Starlight and I are in love. Hashtag Homelight.
Like the first scene. Erk, 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 erk. Clearly, I don't have... Oh. For sure it has to be painful to kiss him. It's so against, you know, all of what she is, all of what she thinks, of the situation, of him, of everything. Oh, what? You're gonna create a triangle now with Supersonic also? Yui, when he's gonna see that? That episode, it was something, you know, like a lot of moments to be discussed, to be not okay with the situation, to feel bad. I had some issues, you know, to connect French's story during this episode with the main story. I had the impression that not we were losing time with it, but you know, the fact that we would go like that with his background, with his past, and it was not connected to the situation. I was like, really? Episode 3, we're gonna create a new story for this season, something to resolve, and only for itself, only for this character? Is it really something, you know? I had trouble to imagine it, so I understand more why at the end it's important for Butcher if he wants to meet her, stuff like that. It's connecting stuff, it's better. For you, Butcher, to still have issues, you know, with the vid that he took, and he still has health issues with that, it's really bad. At some point, our guys, they need to discover that. I don't know how, I don't know when, but they need to. The fact that Ryan could feel it, I wish, you know, that he would have discovered more really what happened with Butcher during that moment, because at the end, what Butcher told him, like, it was awful, and for Ryan to take it so bad, for sure the kid was gonna take it bad because he's a kid. Just that, because you just told him that I'm never gonna forgive you because you killed your mother and I loved your mother. I mean, the kid is feeling guilty about it for sure. I was scared of that before the first episode. I told you during the intro, I was scared of him being traumatized by what he did to his mother. And I was glad at the end of the first episode to see that he was more traumatized by his dad than by what happened to his mother. So right there, to come back to it, and it's Butcher who is seeing it against him, it's awful. I understand the reasons, you know, to push a kid away because he thinks that it's dangerous for the two of them to connect that much emotionally, but also maybe because of Butcher they're gonna find Ryan, so it's a way to protect him. I understand all of the reasons, but it's so bad to do that to that kid. And to say it like that, like, just disappear. Why not just disappearing, not coming back, not ever again? Like, you don't have to be so cruel with that kid. Because now what? He's gonna come back to think that, yes, he killed his mother and that was her fault, that was only his fault, and he's gonna feel all alone, you know, without any family, without anything. It's really awful. The fact that Kimiko is not taking that well, I appreciate it. The fact that she connected with Ryan, it was sweet, and it's logical because she's living with her powers not since a long time, you know. I mean, emotionally, really, it's still a little fresh. She's at the same stage than him, and for her after that to offer to Frenchie to leave that place, you know, to leave them all, to just be the two of them in France, I would love that for sure. But on the other hand, the boys, they need you. That thing, you know, that we discovered about what happened to Soldier Boy and all, I have big doubts, you know, about what happened. Not about the version that Mallory gave, I trust her, but you know, the fact that that woman, the red woman, I can't remember her name, we found her, but we never had the opportunity to talk to her and all. I have the impression that maybe something that she can say could be really important, and that's why we're not gonna have her back until sometimes. And the fact that right there during that flashback we can see that she was the one with Soldier Boy, and she's coming right there, and she's the one saying it was Russians, it was a weapon, they took the body. It's too much. Girl, you know something. Soldier Boy, I have trouble to think that he died. Again, we didn't see him dying, and you know my rule. Until I see the body, eyes closed, body cord, the person is not dead. And that thing, you know, about the weapon, also because of the fact that our guys, our characters, they have so much expectations about it, to be able to kill Homelander. Thanks to that, I think that this season is gonna end with a big disappointment, like, in fact, Soldier Boy never died, so you can't kill Homelander with it. The fact that Butcher now we can transform with that and can be almost like Homelander, maybe you can fight like that together. He has a lot more experiences with his powers, Homelander. That's what he said, you know, to get back deep into the team. The experience talk for him. That's so bad, you know, for the other participants, you know, to that contest. They thought, thinking that they could be a part of the team, and at the end you're saying, oh no, finally we lied, we are changing the rules. It has to be awful. For Deep to be back, it's bad, you know, for Annie and Or as a character. I don't love him, you know, for what he is and all, but for what he represents for this show, really, he always gave us a lot of weird, bad situations during all of these seasons, and right there, during this episode, he's clearly not disappointing with that, with two really weird situations. It's good in a way to have him back into the team. Supersonic, you know, part of the team, he seemed sincere, you know, with what he said to Annie, but on the other hand, we saw how much he admired Homelander, so I'm wondering about his loyalty, like, I trust him, but to a certain point. I think that we might discover something about him, his real intentions, like it wouldn't be surprising if at some point he's betraying Annie, disappointing Annie, we'll see. Annie, she's forced to stay there with Deep being the new girlfriend of Homelander. Awful. Maeve, we don't have a lot of her, I don't appreciate that, I want more of Maeve. She's a part of this team, why is she not there? We are seeing more Deep and A-Train than Maeve. A-Train who can't run, who is coming back to his family, that discussion with his brother, that's great. For the evolution of his character, that's great. Deep, all of that thing about making love with an octopus. So, the storyline about Red River ended with the last episode. I'm wrong to think that something happened at Red River, an incident, or there is something happening with these kids, like something not great. But Tony said the fact that he was looking for the other kids, he was wondering about what happened to them. For me, it implied that something happened, an incident, or there is an issue with the kids. I don't know. No, right now we are really focusing on Soldier Boy. It's the main story at the end, because it's to find a way, first to have a revenge for Mother's Milk, and also to find a way to kill Homelander. So for sure we're gonna focus on that, and we're gonna focus on Homelander, who is proud of himself again, who has more confidence on himself because you taught him that they love when he's being himself. That's awful. I'm really not sure that it's what you want, all of you people. You should reconsider that. You don't know what it's coming. The fact that people saw that it was a moment of truth, it was a moment of truth no matter what. The fact that they didn't see that he said all of that against Vote, and the fact that now Vote is going with it, you know, for Homelander, like they're not mad about what he said. Is it really logical? For no one to ask the question, like, why did you say that, Homelander? Something bad is happening inside of Vote, and Vote to not be mad at it. On the other hand, we didn't see Edgar during this episode. Maybe he's not really a fan of Homelander still, you know. The guy who was casted, you know, to play Edgar younger, he was really great. It's really the same voice, the same tone of voice, and also the same way to pronounce words, you know, really not in a slow way, but in a calm way. The same, truly the same. So cool. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right now, and I will see you for the episode 4 when it's gonna be out. Remember that for the rest of the episodes of this season, I'm gonna post them earlier, one day earlier on my Patreon, and no matter what, like always, with an extended reaction part. And because it's long episodes, they're gonna be really longer, so if you want to have these longer reaction parts and also to support me, you have my Patreon. Okay, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now, bye!
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Crazy.